All right, welcome everybody, and I hope everybody's feeling good today. So let's just put one hand on our heart, one hand on our belly. Just notice how you're feeling. There. Last week of April. So the last week of our April challenge. Next month will be a new challenge, right? So why don't we just start by looking at our picture. Of how are you feeling? Just take a moment, just notice how you're feeling. And we will go, hello, April. Always keep moving forward, pushing your limits, and remember each obstacle is a chance to grow, to learn from the past and thrive. That will be the last time we see our April little greeting till next year. And of course, April showers bring May flowers. So here's a little image with rain, an umbrella, and a duck. Just to remind you that every day may not be good, but there's something good in every day. And of course, nurture the garden of loving kindness. All right, let's get back to our April challenge, which was breathing before you go to bed, all right? Remember, pranayama is the Sanskrit word for breathing or breath work. And the challenge was to just practice deep breathing every day before bedtime, which was a very good thing to do. It helps you sleep. You could do it anytime during the day, actually, but sent you this candle breath. So just clasp your fingers together and extend your pointer fingers up like a steeple or a candle. Pretend you're holding a candle and bring your fingers near your mouth. Pretend it's a lit candle and you have to blow the candle out. So just blow that candle out. I thought it was a neat one for bedtime because you know in the olden days they would blow the candle out. Instead of turning the electric light off, you would blow the candle out before you go to sleep. There you go. So that's your final breath suggestion of breath work before you go to sleep. Now it's time for our meditation. So get yourself comfortably. Maybe sit nice and tall. Maybe hold your fingers like this on your hands. And I will start the picture or the little video of the blossoms. The music. You're welcome to watch the blossoms. Close your eyes and listen. Let's just check in with our bodies. Notice if there's tension anywhere. And if there is, just gently place your hand there. Maybe something on your shoulder, maybe your wrists, or maybe your neck. It's a bit tense. Just place your hand there and show some loving kindness to this place in your body. And just take a breath in and let it go. Maybe there is a place in your body that feels relaxed. Just gently place your hand there and send some loving kindness to this part of your body. Take a breath in and let it go. Now, let's place our hands over our hearts, connecting to your breath and feeling your heart space. Notice how your breath feels and notice how your heart feels. I invite you to cradle one hand in the other. And just give your hand a gentle squeeze or a massage. Just notice how this feels. Now, I invite you to hold the other hand. Just give it a little massage. Just hold it. Just notice how it feels. Now I invite you to hold opposite elbows with your hands. And maybe give yourself a hug. Just notice how it feels. Just notice your whole body. Now just let your hands rest wherever feels comfortable. Maybe on your legs, maybe at your heart space, or maybe giving yourself a hug, whichever you prefer. Take some deep breaths in and out. Just enjoy the music and enjoy the blossoms. As we wait for the seasons to show us the blossom. Take a moment for stillness. Just wait a moment to enjoy the moment. There. Okay. Now we've done our little meditation. And of course, we're going to remember what we remember every week about what yoga kind of is. Like if we put it all together, what does yoga teach us? Well, it teaches us to let go of things. Just let things go. And it helps us to be patient. You get impatient, you can take deep breaths. You get frustrated with yourself or with others, let's take some deep breaths. You know, lots of different ways of breathing now. And of course, just accept who you are and accept other people. And of course, I have my empty basket here. So we're all going to just take a moment for gratitude. Okay, so I'd like to fill up this basket. So Claire, I've got a stone for you. Maybe you could just take a moment to think of something you're grateful for. And there we are. And it goes. And Megan. There goes your stone. And Jennifer. And in goes your stone. And Sarah. And in goes your stone. And Kathy. So now my basket is not empty anymore. So I am grateful for that. I'm grateful that you come and share your time with me to practice yoga. And remember, flowers need time to bloom. So do you. So here they have shoots coming out of the ground. We have some, they're like dandelions. They're growing in the gravel. We've got some yellow dandelions. And that's about it. But very soon we will have flowers, which will be lovely, I think. I like flowers. Okay, here we go. And of course, a perfect book to end our month of thinking about breath work is Thank You, Breath. Finding peace and power from the inside out. The breath I take to stay alive has hidden powers that help me thrive. It supports me in all kinds of ways and brings me peace on many days. When I wake up, a big breath in tells my body it's time to begin. A new day is here and I'm moving slow, but a breath of fresh air helps me get up and go. I head towards the kitchen to see who's awake. A scent meets me first. Someone started to bake. Thank you, breath, for bringing this treat. Traveling on the air, it's delightfully sweet. When I head outside, a gentle wind blows. I feel it around me, right down to my toes. The earth making wishes, a dandelion breeze. I add my breath to it, feeling peacefully at ease. Thank you, breath, for helping me play. I notice you changing throughout the whole day. Sometimes you're soft and sometimes you're strong. Sometimes some breaths are bubbly and some steady and long. Some breaths help me jump and some help me sing. I'm grateful for all the joys my breath brings. When I give it some thought, it's easy to see there's much more to breathing than there seems to be. There are times as well when I slow my breath down to stop my worries from swirling around. My fears aren't gone, but they're not quite as loud. I take a short pause and step back from the crowd. A giant sigh out, and I'm ready to stand, accepting some help from a warm, loving hand. My breath connects me to a strength deep inside and helps me find courage when it's trying hard to hide. I head into the world and I do my best. Moving my body helps when I'm stressed. And while I move, my breath is right here, powering me up with energizing air. Listening to my breath is a wonderful way to relax when it's time to wind down for the day. Inhale and exhale, and after a while, without knowing the reason, I feel myself smile. When the world goes sideways or upside down, when I stop to shout out or stomp on the ground, I feel angry feelings beginning to rise, but a breath helps me pause and see through others' eyes. If I don't want to talk, if I just want to be, it can help if someone stays close to me. Breathing together makes me feel less alone, like someone just gets it. Like someone just gets it. My feelings are known. In the quiet of the night, when the world goes to bed, I count my breaths and it settles my head. The swirling, the whirling of thoughts from the day start slowing down, and I have less to say. Then all through the night, my breath knows what to do. Breathing in, breathing out, and yours does it too. Thank you, breath, for helping me see the peace, power, and joy that all live inside me. So remember what our challenge was. It was about breathing before you go to sleep. So let's just go back a page. And I'm going to read that page again, just to remind you. In the quiet of night, when the world goes to bed, I count my breaths and it settles my head. So that's what the challenge was. The swirling and whirling of thoughts from the day start slowing down, and I have less to say. Then all through the night, my breath knows what to do. Breathing in, breathing out, and yours does it too. Thank you, breath, for helping me see the peace, power, and joy that all live inside me. So there you are. The book, Thank You, Breath, by Jennifer Cohen Harper. And she is friends with our friend Susan Verdi, who writes our other favorite books. And that was a perfect one just to think about our challenge for the month. Perfect way to end. Wasn't it? Okay, let's just take a moment now that we've talked about breathing, thought about breathing, had a little meditation, had a story. Let's just put one hand on our heart, one hand on our belly. Just notice how you're feeling now. Let's take a moment. Think about the challenge. Think about breathing. And remember our candle breath. That's the one you're going to do, or that's the one I've offered you, suggested you do for a week until we have our new challenge. We have a new challenge next week because next week will be May. Okay, now then, let's just get moving. We're going to do some asanas now, so our poses. I'm just going to get the camera set up there. Hopefully it's not going to move. So if you're sitting already, Just sit nice and tall. Nice tall spine. Feel yourself sitting on those sit bones. Cross those legs. Feel the knees dropping down. And now we're going to do our cat and cow. Nice and gentle. So slide those hands down to the knees and curl into the cat. Slide the hands back to the hips, looking up for the cow. Sliding down to the knees for the cat. Sliding back for the cow. Sliding to the knees, curling into the cat. Sliding back and looking up for the cow. And then just come to stillness with hands on legs. And just one hand to your side and reach over one side, other side, reaching. And now the other side, reaching. Keeping those shoulders up, back straight. You want to curl over and keep nice and straight. Deep breaths as you move. And hands on knees, back to curling into a cat. And sliding back into a cow. Curling to our knees. When you're a cat, sliding your hands back and looking up for a cow. Sliding forward, curling into a cat. And then sitting nice and tall. Reach up high as you can. Then drop one hand on your knee and one hand behind you. And then just do a twist, looking over your shoulder. Twisting from way down here, way down the base of your spine. And then lifting those arms up, going to the other side. One hand on your knee, one hand behind you. Sitting nice and tall. Nice deep breaths. Up and over. And breathe it down. One hand on your knee, one hand behind you. Ooh, see if you can grow a little. Then up with those arms, over to the other side. One hand on your knee, one hand behind. And then reaching up, reaching up, reaching up. And then let those arms come down as you breathe out. Very slow breath out. Hands on your legs. Slide those hands forward into the cat. Slide the hands back, looking up for the cow. Sliding forward into the cat. And sliding the hands back into a cow. And now just sit still. And one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Notice how you're feeling. Ooh, just feel still. Feel the stillness. Feel the quiet. Letting go off your day. Letting go of anything that upset you. Just letting go. Just being here and now. Being still and quiet in your body and in your mind. A little bit of movement. We're going to get onto our hands and our knees. Moving blocks out the way, cushions out the way. To our tabletop pose. We are. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. We'll do big circles with our hips. Nice big circles. Round and around you go. Go one way and then the other way. Going round. Keep going. Just keep moving those hips around and around. Big circles. One way, the other way. Perfect. Now, reach those hands way to the end of your mat. Reach the elbows down, head down, hips are up. Take some deep breaths in. So now we're in our puppy pose or melting heart pose. So those hands as far as you can go. Head down. Hips are up in the air. Take deep breath, slow deep breath. Just push yourself back a little. So your hands are just in front of you, not under your shoulders, a little bit further ahead. So from here, we're going to lean forward. So our shoulders are over our hands. We're in our little plank pose. Then you're going to push your hips back so your arms are straight. Your hips go down. Now we're in extended child's pose. Reach those arms straight, hips go down. Then just rock forward so your shoulders are over your hands. Hold it there. Your arms might feel a little wobbly, that's okay. But push your hips down, hips go down, arms are straight. Do the stretch. Then lean forward or rock forward so your shoulders are over your hands. Deep breaths. So using those tummy muscles. Push your hips back. Extend the arms. Extended child's pose. And then just come up. Bring those hands back. So you're back into tabletop. So hands are under the shoulders. And hips are under the, knees are under the hips. And then just open those knees. Keep those big toes together. The hips go down. And the head goes down into our child's pose. And this time you just melt it into the mat. Hips are down. Of course, this is a great pose to do before you go to bed. Arms are down. It relaxes you. Nice slow deep breath here. And push yourself up nice and slowly. Bring the hands under your shoulders. Bring the knees together. You're going to be pushing into the mat for a downward facing dog. I need to use blocks because my arms are short. So curl the toes under and push the hips up into the air. So now we have straight arms, straight legs. Stretch those legs. Place one heel down and then the other heel down. Place the other heel down. You like to call this walking the dog. One heel goes down, and the other heel, doing that. One heel down, and the other heel. There. You're walking the dog. Now just stretch those legs, stretch those arms. And just walk forward. And keep fingertips on the mat. Head down, the forward fold. And just sweep those arms up. Reaching up high, bringing your hands to heart center. Now we're all here. Oops. Cut my head off. We're all here in our mountain pose with our hands at heart center. So just lift those, spread those toes, put the toes back down. Just notice your feet are nice and grounded on the mat. You're using these core muscles here, holding them in. Your ankles are under your knees and your knees are under your hips. Hips are under the shoulders. And we're in our mountain pose with our hands at heart center. We're ready to do our sun salutations. We're going to reach up and look up, reach up high, and then sweep down. Head goes down, touch the mat. Then lift those knees lift your hands to your knees with a flat back. And then head goes down as you touch the mat. Then sweep those hands up, reaching up, and bring your hands to heart center. And then reach up, and sweep your hands down to the mat, head down, hands to your knees, flat back, hands to the mat, head down, sweep those hands up, reaching up, bring your hands to heart center. And again, sweep those hands up, and then sweep them down to the mat, head down, hands to knees with a flat back, hands to mat, down, head down, sweep those arms up, looking up, reaching up, and bring your hands to heart center. Great. Now, put your right foot forward. Right foot goes forward, toes face that short end of the mat. And put that back leg, so the left leg is back, straight, and the left toes are pointing to the long end of the mat. Bend into a square knee. Make sure you can see those toes. And your arms can go up. Shoulders are nice and pull back. Hold them up. Arms are out. And then just look at those front fingers. And then warrior two. Feeling strong legs and strong arms. We're just going to have a rest. And sweep our arm up and reach, reach, reach. Keeping that shoulder up. And back we go into a warrior two. Hold it there and breathe, feeling nice and straight and strong. And back hand goes up, down, front hand comes up into our peaceful warrior. Nice and high, keeping nice and tall. Then back into our warrior two. And arms come down, point your toes so they face the same way. Your legs are nice and wide apart. And you'll just touch the mat with your fingers and walk your hands past one foot, bend that knee, stretch the leg that's left behind. Then walk those hands back the other way, past the other foot, bend that knee, stretch the leg that's left behind. Then walk those hands back past the other foot, bend that knee, stretch the leg that's left behind. Walk those hands back again. Bend that knee, stretch that leg. Walk the hands to the center. Your head's down. Touching the mat. And now you're going to hold onto your shoulders like a rag doll. And hands onto ankles. Slowly slide up. And come to standing. Reach up. You're a star. And bring those arms down. Now your legs are nice and wide apart, so we're just going to face the other way now. So the back toes are facing the long end of the mat. The front toes are facing the short end of the mat. Bend that knee into a square. Make sure you can see those toes. Arms go up. Feel the strength in your arms, the strength in your legs. Just turn and face those front fingers. Strong arms, strong legs. Now let's have a rest. One arm, the front arm goes on the front leg, and bring that back arm up. Reach, reach, reach. Keeping that shoulder up, keeping your body up. Reach, reach as far as you can go. And breathe. And back into our warrior two. Strong arms, strong legs. And back hand goes down, front hand comes up. Look up. It's a peaceful warrior. Back into a warrior two. Strong arms, strong legs. Oh my gosh. And arms can come down. Meet those toes. So they're facing the same way to the long end of the mat. And just bend at the hips. Down we go again. Touch the mat. A wide leg forward fold. And walk those hands. We did it before. Walk those hands past one leg, one foot. Bend the knee, stretch the leg. Walk those hands back past the other foot. Bend the knee, stretch the leg. And walk those hands past the other foot. Bend the knee, stretch the leg. And walk those hands past the other foot. Bend the knee, stretch the leg. Come to center. Hands on ankles. Slide your hands up your legs. Coming up to a star. Big star. And from here, we're going to bend our arms, bend our knees, and we're going to go into our goddess pose. Our legs wide apart. It's like we're sitting on a chair. Our arms are up. This is us in goddess pose. And just push those legs straight, and then just bring those arms down. Walk those feet together. Maybe give your legs a little shake. And now just put your hands on your hips at the back. Just a gentle look up. Take a few deep breaths here. And just stand nice and tall in your mountain pose. Make sure your feet are nice and firm on the mat. And your ankles are under your knees, and knees are under the hips, and hips are under the shoulders. Shoulders just gently rolling back, palms facing forward. Now let's just notice our tongues and our jaws. Nice and relaxed. Maybe you can breathe through your mouth as you give a big sigh. Just relax. You can bring your hands up and we'll practice our candle breath. Perfect. Lovely. Now I'm going to turn. You can stay that way. So we're going to lift our arms up, looking up, reaching up, and then just sweep those arms down as you bend the knees. Head goes down, arms go up, wave to the sky. Keep those knees bent, pushing into the mat. Sweep those hands up, and then stop in chair pose. Push up. Look up to the sky, reaching up. Then sweep those hands down, bending the knees. Your head goes down, then the arms go up behind you. Wave to the sky. And then push into the mat, bending those knees, sweeping those hands up, stopping your arms at your ears. Go back into chair pose. Then straighten the legs, lift your eyes up to the sky, reaching up. Then sweep those hands down again, bending at the hips. Head goes down, nice and slowly. Hands are up behind you, wave to the sky. Bend the knees, pushing into the mat. Sweep those hands up, stopping with your arms over your ears. We're in chair pose, knees are bent, like you're sitting. Push up, and then just bring those arms down, nice and slowly. Just have a rest here in mountain pose. We're going to get back on down on the mat by using our downward facing dog. So bring your hands in front on the mat. Place the feet behind you. So we're now back into our downward facing dog. And just put the knees on the mat nice and gently and slowly. Hands in tabletop. Keep the big toes together, but open up those knees. Drop the hips. Drop the head down. Now we're in child's pose. Just melt and relax. And have a nice rest here in child's pose. Nice and slow breathing. Just enjoy the rest. Your body be soft, soft and relaxed. And slowly push yourself up. Bring those knees together. And then just swing the legs around. Lie on your back. Everybody lie on your backs with knees up. So lie on your back with your knees up. Feet on the mat. There. Knees are up. Knees are together. Feet are together. Hands on the mat. Push into the mat with your feet and your hands. Lifting the hips up into bridge pose. Holding those hips up. And just let those hips go down nice and slowly. Take a few breaths here and then breathe in and lift those hips again. And let those hips go down. Let's do that one more time. So breathe in, lift the hips up. Pushing into the mat with your feet and your hands. Into our bridge pose. And then let those hips go down. You can bring the knees up for a hug. Roll from side to side. Feels so good on your back. Then one foot can go down. Keep one knee and help that ankle onto the knee that's bent. Now just let your arms rest with palms facing up. Take some slow deep breaths here. Just let this leg become relaxed. Let this knee fall away from you. Deep breaths. Really cool down, slow down. That knee up, give it a hug. Put the foot down, bring the other knee up, give it a hug. Help the ankle onto the knee. There, just let that leg become relaxed. This knee fall away. The arms be relaxed, arms facing up. Just let your body be soft. Breaths be long and slow. Then you can bring that knee up, give it a hug. Put the foot down, those knees together. The knees fall to one side. The arms go out in a T, and you just look the other way. Recline, supine twist. Long, slow, deep breaths. Your body just be soft, relaxed. And slowly bring those knees up together. Now they're pointing up. Just let them fall to the other side. Look away from the knees. Just enjoy the nice gentle twist. Slow deep breaths. Just bring those knees up. Give those knees a hug. Roll from side to side again. Enjoying that massage on your back. And knees together. Place your feet down. From here, you can get ready for Shavasana. You can be lying down or sitting in your chair for Shavasana. Just relax. Let your body become soft. Just melt into the ground beneath you. Bring your attention to your feet. Just relax your feet. And just let your legs become soft and relaxed. Just let your knees become soft. Your belly and your hips. And your chest. Let your hands become soft, your arms, your elbows, your shoulders. Let your face and your tongue and your jaw, everything is relaxed and soft. Just breathe and relax and just let it go.
in me.
peace is in me. Peace is in me. And then we'll just send each other love and kindness. You've got your love. I've got your love and your light in my heart. And I'm going to keep it there. Thank you for sharing and thank you for coming and joining me for yoga. So, namaste.
Namaste.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Lorna.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.